From the compilation of articles by Rabbi Michael-ben-Pesach, Portnaar. From where does mercy come? Zohar, Brishit, Aleph, Lesson 96. This is an excellent ot. It treats the sacramental of the sacramental. Pay attention here. It's crucial so we can attract from the highest place, where all the 13 attributes of mercy come from. It's going to be explained in this ot. The verse mentions two great heavenly lights. He's going to discuss Hagdolim, the great ones, a verse from the Torah, Brishit. The verse Hagdolim, the great ones, teaches that the Zon had risen in the name on both sides, meaning on one level, and they are called by the name that connects everything. Hear what he's telling us. Which name is Mitzapetz. Mitzapetz. In a minute, he will tell us about the two names, Mitzapetz, Mitzapetz. This means that they will receive from the names Mitzapetz. The Ze'ah will receive from the right Mitzapetz, and the Nukwa will receive from the left Mitzapetz. And then they are called the two great heavenly lights. I need your complete attention here. Nothing in this world is spiritual. Everything is covered, covering after covering. Only in the Zohar we can hear holiness. Explanation. The name Havaya, in substitution of Aleph Bet, alphabet of Adbash, a substitution cipher, hear what he tells us. Aleph becomes Tav. So the first letter, Aleph, becomes the last letter, Tav. Bet becomes Shin. The second letter from above becomes the second letter from below. Gimel becomes Resh. The third letter from above becomes the third letter from below. Dalet becomes Kuf. Zayin becomes Ayin. Vav becomes Pei. He becomes Tzadi. And the name Havaya in substitution of this system becomes Matzapetz. Because Yud, the first letter of Havaya, becomes Mem. From above, Yud is the 10th, and from below, Mem is the 10th. And He, the second letter of the name Havaya, becomes Tzadi. Vav, the third letter of the name Havaya, becomes Pei. And the last He, the last letter of the name Havaya, becomes Tzadi. So, Matzapetz. And they, two times Matzapetz, this matter is really high. Actually, you learn about this in Tess, but it is also mentioned here briefly. And the explanation is really great. It's crucial to be fully concentrated here so you can take it in, understand the meaning of the names and their root. It's very high, and I'm connected myself with it. Try to connect yourself with the names as well. If you learn to do this, all the names are within you. He's telling us the place in the spiritual worlds. The exact structure is also within you. If you reach within you this Partsuf, then you can connect yourself with this place in the higher. You can attract the 13 attributes of mercy. Actually, through this, you receive salvation for your soul. Are considered the names, two times Mitzapetz, to be two peyot, right and left of the head of A'a, Arihanpin. In the head of Arihanpin, you have, as it were, side locks, or side curls on both sides. You can find this symbol in the Hasidic community. The boys and men have side locks. They don't understand what it means, and therefore it doesn't help them. It is given to them by the great Torah specialists to do this physically, in the hope they will someday understand the meaning behind it, and then it won't be necessary anymore. Then they can cut off their side locks. Clear? The great Kabbalists, after their spiritual growth, did not need their beards any longer. They shaved the beards. Clear? Yehuda Ashlag and his son Baruch Ashlag did have beard because they were a part of the Hasidic Orthodox community, and they wanted to raise the community, bring them to a higher level. Therefore, they did not want to individualize themselves and be thrown out of the community. It's not necessary to keep peyot. We have to do this by raising man. We know where to bring up the man. And this is what we're going to learn so we can attract the 13 attributes of mercy from the Torah to ourselves. Do you see? Don't do something unknowingly, like the Mass. The chosen people do hypocritically with all their best intentions. Everything they say doesn't help, not even for a bit. Because, once again, the Torah specialists gave this to the people with the intention they wake up from their sleep in flesh. Clear? And this awakening has come with Yeshua. Without confessing to Yeshua, without connecting yourself to Yeshua in every situation, until the Gemar Tikkun, nothing will help. The prayers you pronounce won't mean a thing. It will be useless if you don't accept Yeshua. And to do this, you have to learn Kabbalah. Accepting Yeshua is the result of learning Kabbalah. You can accept him spontaneously, but it becomes real if you come to this revelation by learning Kabbalah. Clear? Try to hear every word. It's a very special lesson. Every word I hear from him, from Zohar, and what crosses my mind is necessary to go through this lesson. Because until the Gemar Tikkun, hear what I say, during the 6,000 years of the creation, 6,000 years of correction, we need the power of Yeshua. There is no other way. There is no other way out. During the 6,000 years of correction, there is no other way to Avaya than through Yeshua. Because he brought us the Malchut Shemayim, or Malchut of Yesod. We say Ze'ah, but Yesod, and not further. In the Gemar Tikkun, Yeshua will come to earth in our Malchut, in the Malchut of the creation. In every person's soul, the power of Yeshua will enter, in the way that light of Chokhmah will descend to Malchut de Malchut. And from then onwards, hear carefully what I have to say, because you won't hear this anywhere else. Like the prophet said, the feet of the Mashiach will stand on the Mount of Olives. At that moment, like the prophet said, every flesh will see the Creator. This means until the Malchut de Malchut. And pay attention, it won't be necessary anymore to raise man to Yeshua. Why? Yeshua has already come in our Tzimtzumed Malchut de Malchut. But during the 6,000 years, we need to raise man, prayer, to Yeshua for every correction so the higher light can enter our lower kilim. And after the Gemar Tikkun, it won't be necessary anymore because the Mashiach will live in us. He will come to us and the entire earth will, like the prophet says, be filled with the glory of Hashem. Because the 13 attributes of mercy in the Torah, and he recites the first one, which are Kel, Rachum, Kel, the name of Hashem, embedded in Chesed, Vechanun, etc., the merciful and gracious, there are 13 in total, are divided into 13 corrections of the beard of Arichanpin. They correspond with the hairs of the beard, and therefore the 13 attributes of mercy, 2 times the name of Avaya, is written. It's written, Avaya, Kel Rachum Vechanun. So 2 times Avaya is written in the Torah before the 13 attributes of mercy. And their substitution of the 2 names of Avaya in the system of Adbash, where Aleph is replaced by Tav and Bet by Shin, etc., is Mitzapetz, Mitzapetz, as mentioned above. And he says that these high names of 13 forgivenesses, plural of forgiveness, translated literally, of mercy, they are high names and go before the 13 attributes of the merciful. This can be compared with the hairs on the two sides of the head. We say side locks, the place here the side locks begin. That they are higher compared to the hairs of the 13 corrections of the beard. The place of the peyot, where the hairs on the two sides of the head start, they are of course higher than the 13 corrections of the beard. And for the explanation of words read in Ma'arot Chasulam, additional comment, the vision of Chasulam, we have come across this part a few times, also in the study of Hagdamah, the first book we learned. You can find Ma'arot Chasulam in the Hagdamah, Sefer Zohar, on page 5, 6, 7, 8. If it's something very important, and if it is necessary, he gives a piece of additional comment, but very rarely. It's crucial that it's crucial what he's giving us in a nutshell. Something that seems absolutely impenetrable in the study of the liberation, the teaching of Kabbalah. Therefore, I need your absolute attention. I want this audio lesson to be written down. I don't ask this often, but I feel we really need it this time. And we will continue with the explanation of the names Mitzapetz, in the next following audio.